Hi, I'm Austin Germer, and I am the lead artist on Stargate Worlds. As lead artist, one of the main things I do is just kind of planning, making sure that everything that we're going to need for this milestone, that we've got it planned out. So not only do we plan out, all the assets that we need, but kind of when they need to happen. The concept part, everything needs to be concepted, everything needs to go to the mesh and texture and collision, all those things, and how to satisfy everyone and make sure that all of our customers, whether it be you guys out there who are going to play the game or internally, get what they need when they need it.
Beyond just his ability to texture well, choose good color, paint good details, I think one of Austin's biggest strengths is his ability to multitask.
I support the other artists with the style, kind of the vision that Howard has set forth.
You can switch from task to task quickly, get the task done, be focused on it, and then switch back. So, if there are bugs that need to be resolved or tasks that need to be assigned, he can switch and do that and be efficient and then get back to his art quickly and continue to do well on it. Some people don't work really well that way, but Austin is very good at doing that.
Some of my favorite episodes, I would have to say Upgrades. There's no question. Upgrades is just the classic, seeing Stargate, not only, SG-1, but SG-1 on some amazing alien steroids. That's just awesome.
I've worked with artists in the past who will say things like, oh, sorry, can't talk now, or no, can't do that, or just won't even talk to you about it. Or the feedback they do give you isn't really all that useful for what you're doing. But Austin's feedback and his communication is always spot on. It's always exactly what you need, even if you haven't communicated the best to him. Even if you're having a bad day and you come to him and say, hey, Austin, I need blah. He always comes back with something that really gets you pointed in the right direction, really gets everything moving.
It's some of the coolest things about our team is how diversified we really are. They're a multinational concept team. We've got, people from Canada, such far places as Canada, Korea, Brazil. Everyone kind of brings something new to the plate. And we've brought together this amazing team, and we're pumping out some pretty cool stuff now.
He communicates to us why we can't have something a certain way, or why we need to come up with something in a different way because that's not doable. And rather than just saying no, it's, well, let's talk about it because this and this and this.
The visual style that we're really going for is going to be 80% real and about 20% kind of stylized. Give or take. We're not really going to go for cartoony. And what this really allows us to do is to focus and get the Stargate science fiction feeling of we're in a real universe, real physics and mathematics apply. But yet we can still stylize things. One of the things that Howard's really done and directed us toward is just bright colors. The world we live in does contain bright colors and bright, environments. But it's always funner to just tweak that, just push that a little bit. So that's kind of one of the things that we're doing is pushing some of those colors. It's sci-fi. We're going to push some of the envelope a little bit. We were designing this interior of this prison, and prisons, you got to have a toilet in the prison. That's just one of the drop-dead things you need. Some of the concept guys did this toilet that was classic, iconic toilet, the screen toilet, and I was like, awesome. I was so glad they didn't just, do one of the steel prison toilets, because that, would have been too easy. There's tubes and green goo and, little power buttons and glowy bits, and I just, I love that. I thought that would be awesome to include that into this science fiction prison, to have this specialized toilet that, when you push the flush button, you don't hear just the normal flush. You hear all these really cool sound effects on top of that. They went classic, retro toilet, but you still got the new pipes and, extra thingamajigs who hear, that you don't really want to know what that thing does. You don't really want to know, but you're glad it's there. Just taking a little idea like a toilet, and just taking it to the next step, bringing it up and making it, exciting. the toilet. One of the things you're going to notice in our game are our vistas, just like the sky. And that's actually a good example of, we're not going cartoony, but we're pushing the color envelope. The skies, you know, we can look at the skies and say, you know, it's blue, it's, you know. But what we've done with it is we've added, you know, big galaxies in there and stars that are dying. And, you know, the colors that they bring to them, you know, they're just more vivid than what we see here on Earth. We've got a huge task in front of us to get everything out, and get everything polished, and get everything really just up to the level that we're looking for. We've got the team to do it. We've got the time to do it. It's up to us just to put in the day in, day out effort. You know, I really believe that the team here, we're capable of putting out the level of game that we're looking for. You know, which is, you know, we've set the bar very high. In Stargate SG-1, they get to a world, there's this dilemma. We've got to help save this people. Or we could go back home, you know. Or I could go on with this mission, which actually was the reason we came here. But, you know, being on the good side, or the evil side maybe, that I'm playing, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take advantage of these people so that I can get to my goal faster. You know, I mean, there's that moral dilemma. There's the role-playing aspect of it. It's going to be fantastic. I'm so excited about this game.